player, now the same lame player. They call a player mail. What you talking that funky, get about my face. Wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Hilliard now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Prescott off play action. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Sam Williams bringing him down that time. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City. And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A first down carry by Elliott. Down to about the 23. The Cowboys at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Now Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 14-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead, Gibson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Throwing. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Garibay on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
53, check 53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Garabay's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Second and 10, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, Howell to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now they go play action with Howell. Got a man. It's Diaby Brown complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. On first down, Howell. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Turner. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Back to the ground with Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
A first down throw for Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Howell.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Howell steps away to his left. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Dobbins will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 30. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 24. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off play action. It's Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hal throwing again after the pick six. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
My 14. We want this.
Hal throwing on first down here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Second down, Hal back to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On third down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's in. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll run with Gibson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got...
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw, being chased out left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
To throw is Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they went.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.